Okay, let's start with the session. And yes, we are going to talk about gate questions which have been asked earlier in different branches. We are going to discuss them. So we'll look into it. I'll give you 2 minutes for each of the question. So it will be on you to solve it within 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, I'll start the solution. Let me see if you can get the answer within the time frame. Now, most of the questions that I have covered so far in this PPT, they are 2 marks questions. Some of them will be for 1 mark, but most of them are 2 marks questions. And it may or it may not be from the portion that we have covered so far. So a proper mixture is there. So let's see how much you can solve. Yes, anybody got the answer? Okay, let's see how we can do that. Uh, I'll start from this part. The first line, the 5 skilled workers. Right. So the 5 skilled workers, they can build a wall in 20 days. Now, one thing which I wanted to ask you is, if it was one skilled worker only, then how many days he would have taken to complete the wall?
100.
100. That's correct. So yes, because this is a thing where many of you get confused. They will say 4 days. No, it is not possible like that we can complete in 4 days, because 5 people are taking 20 days, so one cannot complete in 4 days. He will need 100 days because he's alone working on the same part. So this is for a particular work. For a particular work, one skilled worker can do it in 100 days. Similarly, eight semi-skilled workers, they can do it in 25 days. Right. So same thing, same scenario. What about one some semi-skilled worker?
200.
Very good. So he can complete it in 200 days. What I'm doing is I'm just multiplying this to this. I'll get the answer. The third case, the 10 unskilled workers. Right. So 10 unskilled workers, they can complete in 30 days. So obviously one unskilled will complete it in
300.
300. 300. So same wall, if it is being built by a skilled worker, it will take 100 days. If it is built by a semi-skilled worker, it will take 200 days. If it is built by unskilled worker, it will take 300 days. So I have the work content, right? I have the work, and actually I don't have the work content, but I have the time for all these 3 days. So what I'll do is, as I told you, the technique for this kind of question is to take LCM. So I have three values: 100, 200, and 300. I'll take the LCM of these three values. LCM of 100, 200, and 300, which turns out to be 600, right? So what I'll assume is the total work content, like total work content is about 600 units, right? So from here I can identify the speed of skilled worker. So what will be the speed? It will be content divided by time. Time is 100. So he's working at a speed of 6. Similarly, speed of semi-skilled, it will become 600 divided by 200. So 3. Okay. Now this is justified because speed of skilled worker is more than speed of semi-skilled worker. Similarly, the speed of unskilled worker, it will be again 600 divided by 300. So 2. Yes, that's correct. Now here I'll come back to the next part of the question, which says that if two skilled workers, six semi-skilled workers, and five skilled workers, they are working together, right? So how long will it take to work? So two skilled workers are working at a speed of 6. So 2 into 6 is the speed. Similarly, uh, six semi-skilled workers. So six semi-skilled worker at the speed of 3 plus five unskilled workers. So five unskilled worker at the speed of 2. So they are together working. So this much amount of work is being done in a single day, right? So this amount of work is being done. So if you solve it, it will become 12 plus 18 plus 10. This will become 40. So 40 amount of work is done per day. How much is the total amount? So total work content we have already calculated 600. So number of days rather than if you work represent it as time. So time will be work upon speed. Sorry, work upon speed. So this is basically representing you the speed of team, right? So total work is 600 units, and the speed of team is 40. So this will give you the final answer, that is 15 days. Okay, so the final answer will be 15 days. See, this question, obviously, the questions that we have heard for earlier, they were quite simple compared to this one. The only difference that we can see over here is it consists of three workers, three different types of workers. Earlier we had seen about men and women, right? So there were two different types of workers. So we had to go for two and three things. That's every that rest of the everything, every content is same. Everything is same over here. So same method, जो चीजें हम use कर रहे हैं वो सब की सब चीजें same ही हैं over here. Nothing. Okay. Now let's look on to the next question. Yes. This is related to logical reasoning. Again, asked in GATE 2010. 2 minutes for you to solve. Okay, I got one answer. The chat box. A. Another one B. So I got all. I already have two different answers. Okay, 2 minutes are over. Let's start solving this one and see what we can gather. We have four people. Okay, it's not Harry, it's Hari. Hari. So Hari, Geeta, Irfan, and Saira, they're siblings, they're brother and sisters. They were all born on 1st January. What a coincidence. Now, the age difference between any two successive siblings that is born one after another is less than 3 years. Okay, it is going to be less than 3 years. Now, given the following facts, you had to identify in what order they were born. The oldest one first. So it says that the Hari's age plus Gita's age is going to be Irfan's age plus Saira's age. Now, when this kind of question comes, and the thing that you need to remember is you are going to use inequalities, right? You are going to use inequalities. So always remember when you have less than or greater than sign, less than equal to sign, greater than equal to sign, we are going to use inequalities. So this question will involve some kind of inequalities over there. Now the age difference between Geeta and Saira is 1 year, right? So Geeta minus Saira or Saira minus Geeta, it equals to 1, right? So there is one condition over there. But I don't know which one is older and which one is younger. So even Geeta can be younger, even Saira can be younger. So these are two probabilities. However, Geeta is the not the oldest. So if I just place this thing over here into the category, so Geeta can is not the oldest. Geeta is not the oldest, so Geeta cannot occupy this space. So Geeta has the probability of G G G, and Saira is not the youngest. Saira has the probability like S S S. Right. So if there is any G in the front, is there any G in the front? No. Is there any S in the end? No, it is not there. Okay. So this can be there. Okay. Now there are no twins. There are no twins. So they everyone is having some kind of age differences with them. Now we have to identify in what order they were born. The oldest first and the youngest one last. Okay. Let's start solving this by understanding what exactly what options we have, and we'll enumerate each of the option one by one. We'll start from the first one. The first option, HSIG. Okay, over here. HSIG. Is it possible?
No, sir. S and G should
No,
be
sir.
together only because 1 year difference is there. So it's fine.
Yes, sir. And all are were born on 1st January.
Yes. All are born on 1st January. So S and G. When this thing is given, there is one more condition which is given indirectly, that it will be either SG or GS, which will be following in the statement. So this is not an option. Now, so A is eliminated. HSIG over here, GS or SG is a possibility. Right. So if there is a difference of 1 year in between them and all of them born on 1st January, so there is no uh, I. There is no I. I cannot be, that is Irfan cannot be between GS or SG. Right. So A is eliminated. Now talking about B, SGHI. Let's say it is a possibility or not. Okay. So what I have over here is SG. So if I take S and
Sir, it
G,
can't be the possibility, no?
yes, it can be or it can't be. I didn't got
It
it.
can't be. It can't be because if we see the inequality, it won't satisfy.
Okay, let's see. If I talk about first two couples, right, S and G, like S is greater than G, right? The second thing is H and I. So I can say H is greater than I.
Yes, sir.
Right? I can take this way. Uh, this one. So if I just add these inequalities over here, but it's not possible to add over here, so that won't matter. I have to take Irfan on the other side. So Irfan is all going to be on the left side. Ira is going to be on the greater side, which is fine. Now from if I get it, I can see that if I just we cannot actually add it. So it will become what Saira plus Hari. They are going to be greater than Gita plus Irfan. Now the possibility, or what I can say is, the first thing is SGs together. So this is thing correct, which looks correct. The answer that I have is actually B. That B is the correct answer. And how they have done is they have just eliminated all the other options. So we'll look into it how they eliminated it. Then I'll come back to this point. Right. So the C says that I, G, S, H. So I is greater than G, right? And S is greater than H, right? From these two couples and these two couple, I can say that. And if I add the inequalities, so it will become I plus S is greater than G plus H. This is exactly opposite to what has been given in the first point, right? So this is not possible. They have eliminated C also and the D option. I, H, S, G, the same thing. I is greater than I is greater than, yes, H, and S is greater than G. So if you add them, it will again become I plus S greater than G plus is greater than G plus H. So this is again not possible due to point 1, which is given. So this is also gone. So if these three options go on, obviously B is going to be the only possible answer.
Sir, but it can't be done directly. It needs to be done by elimination only.
Yes,
Directly,
yes,
we can't
that's
prove
what.
that it is the right.
Right. Actually, over here you have to identify the possibilities, whether it is possible or not. So this second condition, it is possible, right? Let's say
Yes.
if I say S is equal to G plus I. S is greater than G. So if S is and S is greater than I, so I can say S equals to G plus I, right? And G is again G is greater than H and I, so I'll say S G is equals to H plus I. So if I just substitute G over here, I can say S equals to uh, H plus 2I, which also holds true. And over here, if you see,
Sir, from S is equal to G plus I, we can write na S is equal to G plus 1, so I is equal to 1.
G plus 1, so yes, yes, I equals to 1. We can assume that I equals to 1, like this, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, that is the way we can assume it. So, basically, what I mean to say is there is one possibility over there which will make this true. Rest all the other options are incorrect. They are not possible. So you'll get B as the correct answer. Again, asked in GATE 2010, 2 marks.